Quite often when we end up in a fairway bunker, it costs us a shot, but it doesn't always need to be the case. I'm going to show you just a simple little process here that I believe can have you striking irons out of a fairway bunker just like you would on the fairway. Now don't be cheeky and say, well, I don't strike them very well on the fairway. I'm going to assume you do. And actually this may even help with that. But here is a situation, it's a pretty big bunker, but the lip is not that steep. So it's on the fairway, I've got a long way to go, but I feel comfortable I can get a 5-iron out of this actual bunker here. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to make really one simple change, well two actually. I'm going to come down the handle very fractionally than where I'd normally be. So instead of being right at the end here, I'm just going to come down that little bit lower there. Why? Because the shot that can really destroy you here is if you hit it heavy, doesn't go anywhere or even stays in. Maybe even catching it slightly thin, you'll get away with it as long as the bank's not too steep. So I'm going to work towards that. That's why I say come down the handle very slightly here. That's one of the things we're going to do. Now, the second thing we're going to do is actually just allow ourselves just to feel a little bit more pressure under our left foot. Now, here's how you're going to do it. You're going to bring your pelvis just a little bit more over to your left side here. That's going to position a little bit more weight there. Now in the swing, this is where I'm going to ask you to focus. I'm going to ask you to control your body weight by making sure your pelvis stays towards this left side a little bit. Now it really is a tiny amount. I don't want any exaggerations here, okay? Just a very subtle amount there. Not looking to create a big spine tilt, by the way, with it. We're moving really everything, but we're moving from here. So even as you move there, you'll see my buttons from my shirt just gently moving as well, just a fraction. Now again, what that does helps to get a slightly steeper angle of attack. So let's just go through that. It's going to again give me the chance here to strike down here a little bit more. All I'm really doing is trying to avoid that sand beforehand. I want to get the sand after the ball, but just not before it. Those two simple things really can make a big difference. So let me just move you around and you're going to see how we do this now from face on to there, hopefully. Okay, so let's just bring you in here. I'm now going to get set up. Here we go, into that position there. Let's just move the ball a little bit. Okay, so going down the handle a little bit there, all right? Set myself up. Wiggle the feet in the sand just to get some stability. Just allow that pelvis to move forward a little bit. But my focus is only one thing in the swing, is to allow that pelvis to stay or pivot around that area there. And hopefully you can hear that. And hopefully you also saw a little bit of sand came up after the strike, but the strike was really nice and clean. Okay, so hopefully you could hear that. Just those two little things, down the hand a little bit, allow your pelvis to come into that left foot. You just feel a bit of pressure on the left foot. Those two things will give you a better chance of striking the ball first. So in a bunker shot in the fairway, you've got a long way to go. You can be a bit more ambitious, take a longer iron, possibly even a fairway rescue club, that type of thing, and get a lot of power still, and therefore not end up costing you any shots. Hopefully the same as you would be on the fairway. Hope you enjoy it.